People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium in Cuba City, where tonight the Wisconsin side of boys basketball begins. Galena already comes into this game with a 2-1 record. It's the Galena Pirates taking on the Cuba City Cubans. I'm John Satterley on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us for tonight. As we said, Cuba City's first game of the 25-26 season, and it's the fourth game for the Galena Pirates. Galena comes in this game with a 2-1 record with wins over Warren and Scales Mound and a loss in the Scales Mound Championship against Dakota 50-38. Cuba City with their schedule upcoming. We'll get to all that coming up in just a few moments in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Had a chance to talk with head coach Tanner Sheevy of Cuba City and with Matt Weenan, the head coach of the Galena Pirates. That is all on your way, plus starting lineups and your opening tip-off. It is high school boys basketball. The Cuba City Cubans hosting the Galena Pirates right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in
or monthly maintenance fees.
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Brighten your holiday season with Grant Regional Health Center Auxiliaries Festival of Trees, Friday, December 5th and Saturday, December 6th, in conjunction with Lancaster Chamber's Frosty Night of Cheer. See a wonderful array of decorated trees sponsored by local businesses and community groups, purchase homemade cookies, and see you there.
Nursing assistants are the heart of healthcare, the steady hands and listening ears patients rely on. If you feel called to care, Southwest Tech's CNA course in Fenimore can help you begin. Classes run January 12th through March 14th with in-person labs, online theory, and clinicals at a long-term care facility. Register by January 5th at swtc.edu/GoCNA. Southwest Tech. Education as unique as you.
Pregame 1.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and of course the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. I think I got all that correct. the more importantly, tonight's boys basketball game, Cuba City taking on Galena. We're now being joined by head coach of the Cuba City Cubans, Tanner Sheevey. And Coach Sheevey, it's great to finally get a chance to talk with you.
Yeah, I get to watch a lot of your games. My brother coaches at UW-Platteville, so I get to hear you live action. So it's awesome to get to talk to you as well. So
a question I have for you, were you ever on the Family Feud with them, or were you on the side that was jeering them?
No, so I have a brother and a sister, and then my parents and I, so us 5 were on the Family Feud, so I got to celebrate all the fun out there with them as well.
All right. I thought you looked familiar from somewhere else because it actually did come on a Game Show Network about a couple weeks ago, and I was actually watching it, so not just YouTube clips.
Absolutely.
So already kind of dealing with fame, you have a brother with this. How has your tenure gone so far for Cuba City? How's the community embraced you, and more importantly, how have the young men embraced your vision for Cuban basketball?
Yeah, so in year 3 now, guys start to understand the culture that we've trying to build. The guys now that will play tonight on the varsity, I've had as freshmen and sophomores, and so they've kind of grown into what we want them to be. As far as like our community and the school district, this is a great place to be. It's a great place to work. I get to work in the district as well. Everybody is really supportive, and it's really fun to be at a school where basketball is really enjoyed. People love coming to watch our games. People love the success of Cuba City basketball. So it's fun to be here, and everybody's been, with open arms, ready to see our success.
One thing you can say about Cuba City basketball, not many head coaches have been here. The last gentleman, the gym's named after him. You might have heard of him, once or twice before coming here. But how has the growth been for you, knowing how big the shoes have been to step into, and keeping all the expectations really marginalized? I shouldn't say marginalized, but keeping the expectations saying, I'm not him, but we're still going to be winning.
Yeah, so it's really nice. I knew Coach when I was really little. My father and Coach Pregame were really close. My dad coached against him a couple of times, and then we always had a camp together. So Coach Pregame was an idol that I always wanted to look up to. He used to run a camp called Tri-State, and I would attend. When I was 5, 6, 7 years old, he was there, and I got to see what he was doing then. And so some of the philosophy stuff that we use here, I didn't get to see him use them with his team, but some of the guys in the previous years that played for him said that this is the same kind of stuff that we do here, and it's because I learned from him when I was a younger age. And so having to have him be a mentor to me, a guy that I looked up to in my coaching career, it was really awesome to get to know him. Being here in Cuba City in his last couple of years of life, but also just knowing what he did for the town of Cuba City and the town of Galena, being from there, and how much we can take this little tiny area in the state and make it a well-known throughout the state. As I travel to other parts of the state, everybody knows Cuba City because of what Coach Pregame did, and so that is really honoring for me that I get to be a part of what he has done.
You get to carry on that legacy. And who are some of the young men tonight that we're going to be calling a lot? Tell us a little bit about your team, and tell us about Cuban basketball this season and who we're going to be looking forward to see.
Yeah, so we have one returning starter, Trevor Vanetta. This is his 3rd year on the varsity. He came off the bench as a sophomore last year. He started, and then we have another returner, Hudson Kieler. He got minutes as a freshman and sophomore, and now he's filling into that role as kind of our second guy that we really want to look at. Carson Collins and Cam Guler. Cam played a little bit on the varsity last year, and Carson was a large portion of the JV team last year. Those two, I think, will also be guys that you'll hear their name a lot throughout the season.
Well, Coach, before we go any further against Galena tonight, it's your first game. Galena's got the patch, for Coach P, which is really neat since he was helping out, in Galena. Again, the ties between these two basketball communities. What's going to be the main key for Cuba City basketball tonight to kind of not let that emotion get in the way and know it is a basketball game and you still want to win it?
Yeah, he does a really good job with those guys. Every year we play them, and every year those guys are well prepared for what we bring. I went and watched them play over the weekend, and that's the first time I got to see, and I thought I was a little upset that I didn't think of that great idea that he did with the patch with Coach P, because I think that was a great idea to honor him. But I think that those guys are well coached. They play really hard. They'll start 5 seniors, and so we'll start 2 seniors. And so that physicality of you're now older. So I think that if we can keep them off the glass and we can limit our their transition baskets, I think that we'll be in good shape.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a good 25-26 season from the Cuba City Cubans, and everything goes your way. Maybe we'll do this again on the postgame show as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's the head coach of the Cuba City Cubans, Tanner Sheevy, joining us here on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout. You're listening to high school boys basketball on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
Pregame 2.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
I'm here today with Keith Dula from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Keith, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Hey, that's a great question. Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and to take a test drive today.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It's the Galena Pirates taking on the Cuba City Cubans from Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, and now we're being joined by the head coach of the Pirates, Matt Weenan. And Coach, it's great to get a chance to finally talk with you and get a chance to see Galena Pirate basketball.
Yeah, we started off strong. It's good to be here. Always love this gym. I love the man it's named after. He was on my staff for a couple of years before he passed away. I owe that man everything, so happy to be here today.
You know, it's the same thing here when he got started in Gratiot. My dad was on the school board that helped give him the job in 1963, so there's some family connection we have there. And then I got a chance to cover Galena Pirate girls volleyball for a while at the end of the season, so it's nice to see more Pirate athletics, which has just always been stellar for many decades.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We are good in all girls sports. The boys are finally coming around. Our basketball program's been good for the past 4 or 5 years, ever since I've taken over 8 years ago. But yeah, it's good to be here in this gym.
Tell us a little bit about your team. You're 2-1 right now. You said you got that one hiccup against Dakota, but how do you think your team is evolving through the first 3 games of the first week of the regular season?
Just so far, I thought we played really well. Defensively, we looked really good. We held a good Dakota team, even though we lost the 50 points. We kind of gave it to them ourselves, self-inflicting wounds with turnovers and not making easy buckets around the 3-foot area. But happy with our first 2 wins. We played a very good, tough game. Our first game against Warren, who was 25 wins last year, beat them by 17. And then a rivalry with Scales Mountain. Everybody knows that. That's 8 miles away.
Of course, with Cooter, you got to make sure you're going against Coach Kadranowicz. It's always a little fun going against him.
Yeah, definitely. That team was going to be ready to go. We were ready to go, and got a good win there. But like you said, it's early in the year. I've done this a long time. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But I feel like our guys are moving in the right track. Everyone knows first 31 games, because we play 31 down Illinois, but the first 31 games are just to see a test every night to see how you're going to do in postseason. So we always want to play against good teams. We know Cuba's going to be a really good team. They're always tough in this gym. I have not beaten them yet here in this gym, but I've always faced Jerry in this gym.
Yeah.
So hopefully I got Jerry on my side tonight.
Well, I think he had him. Didn't you have him here coaching side by side with you? Or that was a game that he stayed. He just kind
stayed
of
home.
I don't feel well tonight. I think was one of those.
He stayed home. He didn't feel right coming into a gym that's been named after him. But hopefully we can get a big one tonight. I know it's going to be a tough test. Like I said, Cuba is always good here. The fan base follows their team really well, so it's going to be a good energy gym.
Tell us a little bit behind the Coach P patch that you're going to be wearing tonight, how that kind of came about and how you're able to execute it.
We got a band that we wear on our left side of our hearts around our jersey. I owe him everything. Even when he was the Cuba City coach, I knew I could pick up the phone. I would call him, say, I need a play, I'm playing so-and-so. He would watch the film and he'd tell me what he thought. And then I got fortunate enough when he retired, he wanted to come back to Galena, and we let him on the staff, and it was like amazing for the whole year. It was like a coaching clinic the whole year for me, and I learned so much from him. And then I talked to numerous coaches around the area that say the same thing, and I just felt there was one thing that we could do to honor him every year. It would be to wear the Coach P patch, and as long as I'm varsity coach here at Galena, we're going to honor him every game that we can.
That's absolutely amazing. He's had so much impact on so much with boys basketball going back, over a half a century. Hard to say it that way, but he's meant a lot to us broadcasters, to the coaches. Where he was still a teacher till the very end, and to do this, a highly classy move. Something that I was talking with Coach Steve. He said, "I wish I would have thought of that," but there again, just kind of doing what Coach Pettigrew did and thinking outside the box.
Yeah, definitely. He meant so much to our kids, to our community. He's a Galena kid that just coached up here at Cuba City, but always wanted to come home to Galena. And we allowed him to come home. We opened our arms to him, and I miss him every day.
We both do. And Coach, let's go with one final question. Keys to the game will be the main key for the Galena Pirates to get your first win in Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as Galena Pirate head coach.
It's going to come down to executing on offense, making sure we don't turn the ball over. Couple games here, we've averaged about 15 turnovers a game. If we can keep those turnovers down, we know we play good defense. We're up into people, keep the fouls down and control the glass. That's always a big thing. If we can get to the free throw line, that always helps. But we know we can score on the offensive end. If we can stop other teams from scoring, we had a good chance of winning.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing a great game with you here this evening, and everything goes your way. We'll get a chance to talk to some of your players in the postgame as well.
All right, thank you. Go Pirates.
Thank you very much. Head coach Matt Wienan of the Galena Pirates join us here in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout is high school boys basketball, Dubuque Super Hits 106, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift or maybe a little something for yourself? Stonecliff Winery in the Port of Dubuque has you covered. Right now, when you buy $100 in gift certificates, you get $25 free. And if you're stocking up, buy 4 carry-out bottles and get 1 free. That's the perfect excuse to share your favorites and discover new ones. Make the season a little sweeter at Stonecliff Winery in the Port of Dubuque. Sip, save, and celebrate. And don't forget to follow Stonecliff Winery on Facebook for more specials.
Pregame 3.
This is your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We're broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture, downtown Ridgeway, for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your home, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture at AyersFurniture.com. Our injury report is presented to you by Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Everybody healthy and suited for the Galena Pirates, the Cuba City Cubans. Briggs Rundy, he is a senior. He will not be suited for this game. That's your injury report presented to you by Russell Law Offices. Coming up in just a moment, we will have your colors of the game and your starting lineup. Plus, we'll also have your shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. One score, Galena over Cuba City, 61-27 in junior varsity basketball. Now let's go ahead and go courtside as we get ready for our pregame for our national anthem. We will have that. Galena again defeated Cuba City 61-27 in the JV contest. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this one's going to be really special as they have fourth graders out here to sing the national anthem. So that is pretty neat. Cuba City home whites, and then Galena looks like they're wearing their road blacks. But we'll have the colors of the game coming up in just a moment.
Will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Sportsmanship is a priority of the WIAA, its member schools, and each of our communities. We ask your cooperation in making this a positive and enjoyable experience for all. Please be considerate of those around you and support the camaraderie of sport. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as the Cuba City Elementary School fourth graders, under the direction of Ms. Odetta, sing our national anthem.
Cuba City fourth graders singing our national anthem here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium at Cuba City High School. The colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. The Cuba City Cubans wear their home white uniforms with a black trim and gold numerals, as the Galena Pirates are wearing their black jerseys with blue trim and white numerals. Actually, blue numerals with white trim, excuse me, on that one. That is your colors of the game presented to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milkers Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy startup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. Starting lineup for the Galena Pirates under the direction of head coach Matt Wienen. Roman Romer wearing number 4, he is a 6'2 senior. Mason Smith, a 5'11 senior, wearing number 10. Owen Hafel, he is a 6' senior, wearing number 20. Sam Amaya is a 6'2 senior, wearing number 21. And Drew Canings is a 6'3 senior, wearing number 34. The Galena Pirates, that's the Galena Pirates starting lineup. Now the Cuba City starting lineup. A junior, that's 6'3", number 1, Carson Collins. Hudson Kieler is a 6'1 junior, wearing number 3. Trevor Van Natta is a 5'11 senior, wearing number 5. Cameron Guler is a 6' junior, wearing number 10. And Trayton Fuhrer is a 6'4 senior, wearing number 21. Those are your starting lineups presented to you by Fuller's Milkers Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com. As we are about ready to get underway here at Cuba City High School, and the tip will be controlled by the Galena Pirates. Coming into the front court for Galena is Owen Hafel, top of the wheel to the right side to Sam Amaya. Amaya top the key to Canings, looking down low on a quick zip pass, up and under, off the glass is good for Sam Amaya. 2-0 in favor of the Pirates, 20 seconds into our contest. Into the front court, Carson Collins has the ball top of the wheel. Now we'll swing it left side to Hudson Kieler. Kieler going over to the right side, pump fake on a three by Collins. He will now drive baseline, tries to find a little bit of separation against this man-to-man defense. Back to Guler. Cameron Guler now top of the wheel to Carson Collins. He's on the right wing. Now swing over to the left side. Pump fake on a three by Hudson Kieler. Now he will pull the trigger on the three, halfway down and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the Galena Pirates. Drew Canings with the board. Looking down low, Roman Romer with a fadeaway jumper, missing everything from 10 feet away. Rebound comes down to the Cuba City Cubans, Trenton Fuhrer. Front court, Trevor Van Natta with the basketball. Pump fake on the three. Now top of the wheel. Three ball launched and good by Carson Collins. 3-2 in favor of the Cubans. 16:49 to play in the first half. Now remember, it's halves, not quarters. Now bounce pass near midcourt. Saving it is Sam Amaya. Amaya to the free throw line. Ball stripped away and stolen by Trevor Van Natta. Over to the right side. Carson Collins. Spin move in the lane with the left hand. No good. Is partially blocked by Drew Canings. And here come the Galena Pirates into the front court. Sam Amaya goes all the way to the rack. That's rejected by Trenton Fuhrer. Out of bounds. It will be Cuba City basketball. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at MountainCityBank.com. 16:15 to play here in the first half. 3-2 Cubans. In the lane, kicking it back out left side. That goes to Guler. He gets the ball up. It's swatted away, and here comes Galena. Hateful into the front court. He goes all the way to the rack off the glass. No good. Is too strong. Rebound comes down to Sam Amaya. He's put back. Is good. Sam Amaya has all four for the Pirates. It's now 4-3 Galena. 15:54 to play in this first half. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville at appliedmicro.biz. Also, Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City. ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Having a little technical difficulties with our YouTube channel right at the moment. Everything was working fine. All of a sudden, it decides to not want to show. I'll try to get to that in just a moment as there's a drive in the lane. The floater is up and good by Carson Collins. It's Carson Collins 5, Sam Amaya 4, with 2.5 gone by in this first half. On the top of the wheel, swinging it over to the left baseline against this man-to-man defense, Roman Romer with the basketball. He will dribble it up to the wing. Now top of the key, that's Sam Amaya. Amaya drives the lane, scoop is good. Sam Amaya makes it 6-5 in favor of the Pirates, 15:10 to play in the first half. Front court, the Cubans. Looking left side, three ball launched by Collins. That's good! Carson Collins from downtown. He has 8. All 8 of the points for the Cubans. Carson Collins 8 and Sam Amaya 6 is your game right now. Just under 15 minutes to play in this first half, and that will be good and a foul on the drive by Mason Smith, who snuck into the game. Foul goes on Trenton Fuhrer. Trenton Fuhrer, his first, team foul number 1. As Mason Smith at the line, he will shoot 1. Jeb Weenan just checked into the contest, wearing number 2. He is a 6'1 freshman. Free throw by Smith is good, and it's now 8-7. Cubans with the lead. Oh, excuse me, I think that's wrong. 9-8. The scoreboard was wrong. Like, wait a minute here. It was just 6. I'd only go to 7. It's 9-8 in favor of the Galena Pirates. 14:30 to play in this first half. Ball going to be getting to the backcourt. It's going to be knocked away. Saved by the Cubans, and it will be over and back. A violation. Galena basketball. Cuba City Collision and Repair bringing you tonight's game. A wreck amended. Business by a long list of satisfied customers. See Joel Groom, Brian Cohn, and the crew at Cuba City Collision and Repair. 14:20 to play in this first half. It's 9-8 Galena into the lane. Scoop shot is good. That by Owen Hafel. Hafel with his first bucket of the game. It's now a 3-point Galena lead at 11-8. 14:06 to play in this first half. Down to the left side, dribble drive by Guler. He'll stop and pop from the low block. No good. Rebound comes down to Jeb Weenan. Wing it into the front court. He is on the left side. He sees an opening. He'll drive to the baseline. No good off glass. Rebound is picked up and good by Drew Koenings, and it's 13-8 in favor of Galena. 13:44 to play in this first half. This has been a 7-0 run by the Galena Pirates. Finally getting it across the front court to Cameron Guler. Top the wheel, Hudson Kieler. Kieler drives, kick out, left baseline, 3 ball is up. Off back iron, no good by Guler. Rebound comes down to the Pirates. On a 7-0 run, looking for more. Left baseline, dribble drive, Hateful, pump fakes, gets a couple of Cubans in the air, and a foul will be called on Cuba City. There we go. I think we got everything back working now. Foul goes on Cuba City's Carson Collins. That is his first personal team foul, number 2. At the line for Galena, Owen Hateful. First free throw is up, it rims around, and is no good. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena is where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena. Member FDIC. And JCE Co-op believes it's your time to shine. Spark your future with scholarships and life-changing opportunities designed just for you. Let's get energized and take the next step. Visit jcecoop.com for all the details. Second free throw, no good by Hateful. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Into the front court with 13 minutes to play in this first half. 13-8 in favor of the Pirates. Left side is Guler. To the baseline, 3 ball is launched. Back iron, no good by Landon Geyer, who just checked into the contest. Rebound comes down to the Pirates and Drew Koenings. Into the front court, Owen Hateful hands it off to Mason Smith. Smith drives in the lane. He found an opening off back iron, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound, fighting for it on the floor, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow goes to Cuba City. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. 13-8 in favor of the Galena Pirates. Full court press being put on. Cuba City does break it into the front court. Carson Collins on the high post. He's wanting somebody to come around, looking for Hudson Kieler. Collins will take a 12-foot fadeaway jumper from the right wing. No good. Rebound comes down to the Galena Pirates, who lead 13-8, 12:20 to play in this first half. Weaned it into the front court. Now it looks at a double team. I'll hand it to the top of the key to Drew Koenings. Down low posting. Up with a shot is no good. Rebound comes down to the Pirates. Owen Hateful after an air ball. And the ball comes up here by me. Figured it'd be a little bit quicker for me to grab the basketball instead of somebody else. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Cuba City basketball, 12:07 to play in this first half, 13-8. Galena holding on to the lead, still currently on a 7-0 run. Cuba City has not scored since the 15-minute mark, so 3 minutes, and it won't be on this possession. That ball gets thrown out of bounds. It will be Galena basketball. Inbound comes in to Owen Hateful. I think it's kind of funny. He said everybody was on here. Now there's 24 that has the ball, and he's not listed in the book. So I'll have to see if we can figure out who that is. Dribble drive to the baseline. That'll be a kick out. Dribble drive up with a shot, and that is good. Jack Vincent. He's number 12 in the book. And now it's going to be a timeout called. We'll take one as well. It is 15-8 in favor of Galena on Super Hits 106.
In game 1.
Did you hear? Santa's trading his sleigh for scuba gear.
Join the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium for Scuba Santa on December 6th and 7th. Watch Santa and his elf take a dive in the Gulf of Mexico Aquarium from noon to 1 p.m. This isn't your typical pictures with Santa. It's one you'll never forget. Come ready for photos and memories for the whole family, all included with general admission. For details, visit rivermuseum.org. It's here. American Marine's Deck the Dock sale happening now through the 5th. Save 25% on select boat slips. Covered slips starting at just $1,264. Take 25% off select campsites priced as low as $1,950. Hurry, quantities are limited. Book your winter work before December 19th and get 15% off service labor, plus 10% off all in-stock ship store items. And the boat pricing, it's so good we can't even say it on the radio. Don't miss Deck the Docks, only at American Marine in Dubuque.
In Game 1.
We're back to Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. 15-8 in favor of the Galena Pirates. They have the basketball after a little bit of a scuffle down on the Cuba City side. They said it was a minute timeout or 60-second timeout, and only ended up being 30. Now a traveling violation is going to be called on Galena, so nothing missed. But one thing that has missed is a lot of Cuba City shots over the last 4 minutes. This is the last time that Cuba City scored. It's been, since then, a 9-0 run for Galena over the past 4 minutes exactly. Cuba City's last bucket came at the 15-minute mark, and all of them have been by Carson Collins, who is on the bench right now getting a breather. Ball be handed off to Michael Nicely. On the right side, that goes to Jonas Teasdale. Teasdale looking down low, posting up. Now is Fuhrer. Now will be a three-ball launch right wing. Back iron no good by Landon Geyer. Offensive rebound for the Cubans. Trevor Van Natta with the basketball. Top of the wheel, swing right side. Three-ball launch, back iron no good once again. And the ball be loose and picked up by the Pirates. Rebound to Jack Vincent. Dribble drive, spun around is Jeb Whedon. Now kicking it back out. 10:20 to play. First half, 15-8 Pirates. Sam Amaya with the basketball. He will dribble drive to the top of the wheel. Now swing over to the left side. That goes to Owen Hafel. Hafel with a little bit of an opening. He doesn't like it, and he will get it out to Sam Amaya. Amaya, hands off right side, to Jack Vincent. Now top of the wheel, pump fake on the three by Jeb Whedon. He will try to dribble drive. Great defense here by the Cubans. Now going baseline. Owen Hafel will kick it back out. Three-ball launch by Whedon. That's back iron, no good, and over the back of the backboard, and it's out of bounds. Cuba City basketball. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco. PAC provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. And Century 21 affiliated in basketball. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all of your real estate needs. Century 21 in basketball. Full court press once again on for Galena. Cuba City will now get it across the timeline. Trapped for a moment. Now hands off to Trevor Van Natta. He's on the right side. He'll dribble, drive, spin move in the lane. Fade away from the elbow. It's good! Trevor Van Natta with a pretty fadeaway. And at the 9:26 mark is the first bucket for Cuba City in 5.5 minutes. 15-10. Galena with the lead. Amaya with the basketball, handoff, it's gonna go out of bounds. It is Cuba City basketball. Anytime Roofing, visit anytimeroofing.com, anytimeroofingwi.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project. West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz on the West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage, Lancaster. Coming up in halftime, we will have Aaron Olson, superintendent of the Cuba City School District, to let us know how the progress has been on the construction here at Cuba City High School. And that is going to be a 5-second violation on Cuba City as Trayton Fuhrer held on to the ball and did not try to get rid of it. He was being guarded heavily, and that's a 5-second violation. So 15-10 is your score midway through the first half. Today's game brought to you in part by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Powering our audio stream, Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. When you are ready. And ready to drive on that was Mason Smith, but he was fouled. Michael Nicely is called for a foul. That is his first personal team foul number 3. As Roman Romer will inbound right in front of our broadcast position from the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. It goes to Hafel. Now the baseline, pump fake on a 3. Dribble drive, Smith. He gets double teamed. Kick it back out. 3-ball launch. Hafel off front iron. No good. Bounces around. Offensive rebound comes down. Put back is good and a foul. Drew Canings with the hoop and the harm of the potential 3-point play. Breckler Insurance Group for all of your insurance needs. See Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance at Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Trenton Fuhrer with foul number 2. Team foul number 4. Free throw is up, and it is good for Drew Kadings. He has 5. The lead is back to 8. The largest lead for the Pirates in this contest. Shoebox scoreboard updates. We have Highland 27, Potosi Cassville 18 in girls basketball. And boys basketball, River Ridge leads number 1 North Crawford 20-16, nearly midway through the first half. Here it's 18-10, Galena with the lead on Cuba City. Since the 15-minute mark, it has been all Galena after Cuba City had an 8-6 lead. Dribble drive in the lane, trying to find a scoop in the left hand. No good. Rebound loose. It is going to be knocked around, and picking it up, Drew Kadings finally grabs a hold of it. Roman Romer into the front court. Dribble drive baseline. Oh, Amaya with the move. Off front iron. No, he saw 4 white jerseys in front of him. And Cuba City with the board and into the front court. Van Natta, right side. He gets stuffed. Now down to the baseline. Michael Nicely kicking it back up. Now at the right wing, that's Hudson Kieler. Kieler, pump fake with the shot. Now kicking it back out to Van Natta. Defense, very stifling for both teams here in this first half. Top of the wheel, Carson Collins. He drives, spin move, gets stuffed as Amaya got him. And now back to the top of the wheel, Hudson Kieler. 7:30 to play, first half. 18-10, the Pirates. Van Natta dribbling around. Now we'll go to the right side. Pumping on the 3 is Collins. Collins has 8 of the Cuban points. He looks to have 10, and he does with the layup. Carson Collins makes it 18-12. Pirates lead is down to 6. 7:15 to play in the first half. To the left elbow. Now Amaya down low. Pump fake up with the shot is good, but first a traveling violation called. Cuba City basketball. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and WCC-brands.com. Also, Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint. Lancaster, 18-12 in favor of the Galena Pirates. 7 minutes to play until halftime. Top of the wheel, thought about the 3 was Kieler. He'll drive in the lane with a Euro step. No good. Rebound comes down to Roman Romer for the Galena Pirates. Into the front court, Owen Hafel. Nice look, backdoor. He'll be up with a layup and good. Sam Amaya with 8. The lead back to 8 at 20-12. 6:40 to play in this first half. And the ball stolen away by Hafel. He'll go to the layup. No good, too strong. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Here comes Collins. No look pass left side, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Carson Collins. That is definitely a player control foul. Into the front court, Galena with the basketball with the 8-point lead. Amaya looking down low. He's got a man down there. Pump fake up with a tough shot on a hard angle by Kadings. No good. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Van Natta into the front court. Stutter steps. He will get to the high post. Into the lane up with a tough shot. No good. But a foul is going to be called on Galena as the Pirates, they thought it was more of an offensive foul, trying to get separation. Foul does go on Owen Hafel. That's his first personal. Team foul number 2, Trevor Van Natta at the line, shooting 2. His first one is on the way, and it is good. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Plus Russell Law Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation, discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Second free throw is no good. Rebound comes down to Mason Smith for the Pirates. 20-13. Galena with the lead. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Left side, Jeb Wiedenhazen will go for a handoff. Now swing it left side. 3-ball launch. Owen Hafel. That's off front iron. No. Offensive rebound. Put back is good by Drew Kadings. He has 7. The lead is now 9. 22-13. 5:40 to play in this first half. So the full court press on. Getting in the front court now is Kieler. Kieler right baseline. Dribble drive by Van Natta. He will go cross court. 3-ball launch for the baseline. Is too strong, missing everything. The rebound chased down by Romer for the Pirates. Into the front court, up with the layup. Rejected by the side of the basket, but a foul will also be called on Cuba City. Cuban foul is on Jonas Teasdale. His first, team foul number 5. Mason Smith at the line, he will shoot 2. And that'll give us a chance to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville, offering a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. Coal Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, and coalacresgolfandgrill.com. And Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Both free throws are up and good for Mason Smith. Is now a double-digit lead at 24-13. The Pirates 5:20 to play in this first half. Again, keep in mind the Cubans led 8-6 10 minutes ago. Since then, it has been all Galena. On the left-hand side, that is Landon Geyer with the basketball. Top of the wheel, swing left side baseline. Geyer launches a 3-ball, bounces twice off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the Pirates. Into the front court, it's Hafel. Hafel hands off to Romer. Now a wide open 3-ball is up and no good by Mason Smith. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Here comes to the front court is Kieler. Kieler on the left wing. He will behind the back dribble, now kick to the corner. Cuba City has been cold from 3-point range unless it was Carson Collins who has hit 2 of them. Now the left elbow, spin move in the lane, kick back out. Actually had an opening if you want to continue it. Kieler has it. Kieler almost traveled, go hand to Geyer. Geyer swing right side. Dribble drive to the elbow, shot is up, and that is no good. And the ball go out of bounds, Galena basketball. No, they're going to say no, it was touched. It will be Cuba City basketball. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative and colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Cubans looking to inbound, will finally get it in. That's to Cameron Kieler. He will drive baseline, spin move, fadeaway jumper from the baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to Jeb Wienen. 4:13 to play, first half, 24-13, the Pirates. Wienen into the front court, crossover dribble. He almost palms it. Down low, looking for an opening, gets it back out to Romer. Romer thought about the 3 for a moment, instead will go to Hafel. Hafel, top of the wheel. Now down low, ball stolen away by Jonas Teasdale. The Cubans working their way into the front court. Now the right side, that's Kieler. Kieler to Geyer. Geyer in the lane, off glass is good. Landon Geyer with a bucket. 24-15, the Pirates 3:39 to play in this first half. On the right side, Romer. Romer with the screen being set by Canings. He'll roll off of it, but good defense by the Cubans to not allow any screen and roll. Top of the wheel, couple of dribbles. Now goes over to Hafel. Hafel looking for an opening to either take a shot or look down low. It will come down low toward us, and it will be out of bounds. And it's going to be Cuba City basketball as the ball comes up here onto the stage. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his group, McNett Electric, are on call and ready to help you. That's McNett Electric Belmont and Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourselves the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Cubans into the front court, breaking the press is Cameron Kieler. Now top of the wheel to Hudson Kieler. 3:07 to play, first half, 24-15 in favor of the Pirates, and make it 24-17 as a long 2-pointer by Landon Geyer goes home. He's heating it up with the last 2 buckets for the Cubans. Drive to about 8 feet away, too strong, missing everything is Owen Hafel. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Cuba City on a quick 4-0 spurt, looking to shave more of that Pirate lead away. Now Geyer, he has the ball to the elbow, handing it over to Kieler. Kieler back to the elbow to Kieler. Kieler tries to drive on the wing, gets to the hoop and good. Cameron Kieler pulls the Cubans within 5. It's 24-19 in favor of Galena. 2:20 to play until halftime. Looking down low, that's going to be Jeb Wienen. Wienen with a little push away, fade away, no good, missing everything. Rebound comes down to Landon Leffelholtz, who snuck into the game when I wasn't looking. Cameron Guler gets the ball knocked away, and he almost travels, hands off to Geyer. Geyer has it, gets to the free throw line. He'll continue dribbling. Hand off to Guler, who thought about the three. Now will go to Kieler. Kieler standing on the S and Cubans, looking to direct traffic. We'll switch now, a little bit of a mismatch. He's going to try to take advantage. No, he will go to the baseline. 3-ball launch. Guler, no good. Rebound comes down to Drew Canings. Excuse me, that was Geyer with the three-point attempt. My apologies. Top of the wheel, that goes to Samamaya. Bounce to the corner. That's to Mason Smith. Top of the wheel, Wienen. Now over to Hafel. Hafel against this man-to-man defense. We'll swing it back over to the right side as Amaya looking down low. Ball knocked away. Kick back out. Long two is up by Drew Canings. Is good. Drew Canings has 9. The lead back to 7 for Cuba City at 26-19. Dribble drive baseline. Kicking it back out to Guler. Now swing over to Van Natta. Van Natta backs down in the lane. Up and under. No good. 2 free throws coming up after the foul on Galena. Foul goes on Owen Hafel. That is his second. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you the use of the equity in your home to do all the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. First free throw by Van Natta is good. McNett Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need. Agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric Belmont and Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Second free throw is good. Under 1 minute to play, 26-21 in favor of Galena. On air ball on a 3 by Jeb Wienen. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Cubans into the front court. That's Van Natta. He will hand off left side. It's Kieler. Kieler not really thinking about a 3 with Canings on him. He'll kick it back out left side. 3-ball launched, and that is good! Landon Geyer now is 7, and the lead is shaved to 2. 26-24 in favor of Galena. Drive in the lane. Block shot. Cuba City with the rebound. Cuba City could tie or take the lead before halftime. We're down to 20 seconds to play in the first half. Kick out right side. That goes to Leffelholtz. Returning it back out to Van Natta. He will reset the offense. 10 seconds to go. Cuba City with the basketball. It's Guler. Guler, top of the wheel. Looking to go left. He fakes and goes right. Ball knocked away and stolen by the Galena Pirates. Into the front court. 3-ball launch would be good if it goes. It's no good. Rebound comes down, stripped away, and we have made it to halftime. Your score 26-24 in favor of Galena at the half. Coming up during our halftime report, presented to you by McNett Electric, we will have stats, recap of the action, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with Aaron Olson as well. Coming up on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Grant Regional Health Center invites you to a surgical specialties open house. Join us Monday, December 15th from 4 to 6 p.m. for a rare behind-the-scenes look at our advanced surgical technology. Meet our surgeons, anesthesia team, and surgical staff, see demonstrations, and tour our operating rooms. Take advantage of free blood pressure screenings, plus enjoy a complimentary light meal. Pre-register at grantregional.com or by calling 608-723-1379. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In Game 2. In Game 3.
When cancer touches your life, you deserve more than medicine. You deserve a partner. At Southwest Health, Dr. James Yoon, oncologist and hematologist, is a trusted advocate, offering care that is as personal as it is powerful. With over 15 years of expertise caring for adults with cancer and blood disorders, Known for combining the latest treatments with genuine compassion, his clinical focus includes cancer immunotherapy, gastrointestinal cancers, blood disorders, and palliative care. Dr. Hune sees patients on-site at Southwest Health in Platteville, Wisconsin. To schedule an appointment, call Infusion and Cancer Care at 608-342-6260. At Southwest Health, patients can now receive expert cancer treatment right here in their community. Instead of focusing on travel plans, patients can focus their energy where it matters most, getting well. This new service brings advanced treatment options, compassionate support, and peace of mind.
In Game 3.
Back to Cuba City High School. It's the Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. The Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, 26-24 in favor of Galena here at halftime. We have our halftime interview coming up here with our McNutt Electric halftime report. Aaron Olson, superintendent of the Cuba City School District, and great to see you once again, Aaron.
Thanks for having me, and good to see you too, John.
I know coming in here, for football, you saw some of the construction. It seemed like there's been a lot of progress here. See, like temporary lights for the parking lot. How has the progress been with the construction here for the renovation of Cuba City School?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but most of it has been below ground level.
Okay.
So unless you're, if you're following along and looking at our Facebook page, we have some nice aerial views with our school drone that you can see.
Oh, okay.
So basically our footings and foundations are done. So now you're going to start seeing some masonry walls going up. And then about the first week in January, we have our steel reinforced concrete walls that show up. And once they show up, then they're kind of like Lego pieces for the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so once they show up, within 2 weeks, you're going to see the gym box, all the walls go up. And that's when you're going to see a lot of that stuff. So the masonry walls, it takes a while to build masonry walls on the outside, along School Street. So people will start to see those. That's not the gym box. So that's the, we've got some offices, and we've got the bathrooms, and we have the wrestling room and the fitness center. And those all have like 12, 15 foot walls, but then when you get the 30-foot walls that come in for the gym box, that's when people will really start to see the project.
With this addition and everything, has there been much disruption to school life, for the faculty and for the students, or has it been so far away where it's just being an add-on where it doesn't affect the normal day-to-day?
Yeah, so like this summer we did the upper hallway, the upper academic wing is kind of what we call that. And we were able to get everything done from the last day of school to the first day of school, so no interruption. Now, teachers that like to come in and work a little bit in the summer had to find a different location to do that.
Right.
But it didn't impact kids at all. And now, with everything being on that side, it doesn't really impact anything besides the kids like to park on the street to get a little closer to the entrance.
Oh, absolutely. I think you see most kids wanting to be that way. And good luck with kids. Speaking of kids, how are your boys doing? With seeing a lot going on. I know with Carter, with UW Platteville, with his injury, recapping from that. But I saw Brady just a few moments ago, and how's everything going for the Olson family?
Good. Brady misses having a team, and like there's always that. For all of us athletes, the ball stops bouncing someday.
Yep.
And he's got his own basketball business now. He's got a lot of kids from Cuba, a lot of kids from Galena, so he was able to see a lot of them here tonight, and he's enjoying that. And Carter's team is on to the next round of the NCAA playoffs at UW Platteville, and he's got another year left of eligibility, and he had to think about hey, do I want to risk it for to have 3 major knee injuries? But he's convinced he's going to roll it up and go next year. So we'll support him whatever way he wants to go with that.
Right. And how's again, the family's still doing well. Not just those two, but I think wasn't there another knee injury in the family?
Yep. Olivia retore her ACL the first day of practice at UW Milwaukee. So they had surgery a week apart. Carter had a meniscus injury, and then Olivia had meniscus and an ACL. Her team went to San Francisco this weekend, over Thanksgiving, and didn't get any wins. They were 0-2, but they had a lot of fun and played 2 teams. And I thought the better team they played, they had a more competitive game win. So you never know how that's going to shape out.
and it still is kind of relatively early in the season too. So again, a lot of way to work it out. But Aaron, I appreciate you coming up and talking with us about, with your family, making me feel like I'm family when I walk into this building, and talking about all family. It's just so much fun, and I appreciate you giving us the time.
You betcha. You're always welcome here, John.
Thank you very much. I hope so.
Thanks.
Aaron Olson, Superintendent of the Cuba City School District, joining us here on our McNett Electric Halftime Report. We'll have your stats coming up after this time out on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Galena 26, Cuba City 24.
In Game 4.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions, and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 4.
McNett Electric Halftime Report on Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX FM, Stageville, Dubuque, Platteville, a Queen Bee radio station. Our halftime stats: first for the Galena Pirates, led in scoring by Drew Canes with 9, Sam Amaya with 8, Mason Smith with 5, 2 apiece for Owen Havel and Roman Romer. For the Cubans, Carson Collins had all 10 early going. He was held quiet, and then picking up toward the end of the first half, Landon Geyer with 7, Trevor Van Natta with 5, Cameron Guler with 2. 26-24, Galena leading Cuba City. Cuba City went on a 11-2 run over the last 5:20 to pull within 2. Your second half is next on Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Turpin Dodge salutes Megan Schmidt, Director of Nursing at Hospice of Dubuque and Intensive Care Nurse at Mercy One Dubuque Medical Center. Turpin will honor Megan with a donation to Hospice of Dubuque in her honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Megan, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 5.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm John Satterley on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We get ready to start the second half of action with the Galena Pirates leading the Cuba City Cubans 26-24. Our shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, shows a few interesting scores here at halftime. One of our games that we have on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel this evening, Rob Spangler has the call of Belmont at Shullsburg on 97.7 Country WGLR, and Belmont leads Shullsburg 24-16 at the half. And in boys basketball, River Ridge leading number 2 North Crawford 31-28. Here is Cuba City trailing Galena, going up for a dunk attempt as Drew Caning's nose blocked away. Ball knocked around, it's loose, and picked up by Cuba City. Cubans have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. They have trailed by as many as 11. Dribble drive to the right elbow. That is Cameron Guler. Now Fuhrer with the basketball, swing it over to the left side. Dribble drive by Van Natta. He'll take a long 2. That's up front iron, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it'll be picked up by Mason Smith. Smith with the rebound. Into the front court. Dribble drive by Smith is no good, but a foul will be called on Cuba City. Foul will go on number 5, Trevor Van Natta. I think that is his first personal. Team foul number 1 of the second half. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City. And Cole Acres Golf and Grill.com, proud sponsor of Cuban Athletics. Free throws up and no good by Mason Smith. Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Second free throw is up, and that is good by Mason Smith. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, 27-24. Galena with the lead on the shoebox scoreboard. Into the front court for the Cuba City Cubans. It is Van Natta. He will swing it over to Collins, now to the baseline. That dribble drive by Kieler. He will kick it back out to Kieler. Hudson Kieler tried to direct traffic. A little bit of confusion for a moment. But with the basketball now is Van Natta. He will go to the right side. Excuse me, now Van Natta has the ball. I was one step ahead. He will dial up from distance. Off front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Drew Koenigs. Left-hand side, Mason Smith with the basketball. Dribble drive in the lane. Partially blocked. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Hudson Kieler comes away with it. He dribbles into the front court, trailing by 3, 27-24. Move by Kieler, up and under move. He goes with the right hand, too strong off glass. Rebound comes down to Drew Koenigs. Not quite 2 minutes gone by in the second half. Up with a reverse layup is good by Sam Amaya. He is the first one in double digits for the Pirates. They now claim a 5-point advantage at 29-24. Full court press on. Cubans trying to get into the front court, and they do before the 10-second violation. Van Natta has the left side. 3-ball launch. Collins off left side. No good. Rebound comes down to Roman Romer. Front court, Hafel for the Pirates, who lead by 5. 15:45 to play, second half, and a traveling violation is called. JCE Co-op believes it's your time to shine. Spark your future with scholarships and life-changing opportunities designed just for you. Let's get energized and take the next step. Visit jcecoop.com for all the details. 29-24 in favor of the Galena Pirates. With the basketball at top of the wheel, pump fake on the 3 is Carson Collins. He will drive to the rack, off glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Koenigs. Just a little too strong as he had to go through 2 Pirate defenders down in the baseline. Now Galena with the basketball left side. Mason Smith looking down low, kick it back out to him. He will take a 3 from left wing, missing everything short. Rebound goes out of bounds, and they will say last touched. First thing last touch, it will be Cuba City basketball they're going to discuss, and it probably should be Galena basketball. And it is Galena basketball. Yep, that's the way it looked from my angle, and considering my angle is, 100 feet away, it's all about angles, not about how far away. That's why people can be such great officials from the stands, because you have a direct line of sight instead of being on the floor. There's a pass that goes out of bounds, and it will be Cuba City basketball. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena is where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. 29-24 in favor of Galena, just under the 15-minute mark in the second half. Cuba City's trying to find their first points of the second half as well. Dribble drive by Kieler, and no shot. It does go home, but first they're going to call a foul. Galena said it was a traveling first, but the foul goes on Mason Smith. That is his first personal. Team foul number 1 of the second half. Trevor Van Natta right below the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth with the inbound. He'll go over to him on the left side. He's open. He'll fire from 3, and it's good! Trevor Van Natta from downtown pulls the Cubans within 3, 29-26, or 29-27 it should be, Up with a shot off glass, and that is good. Drew Koenigs. Drew Koenigs with the bucket, 31-27 in favor of the Galena Pirates. The full court press remains on for Galena. Into the front court, left side Collins. He will dribble drive. He will stop, pop from 12, good. Carson Collins with a 12-foot jumper, 31-29. Cuba City within 2. Front court is Owen Hafel to the right side now, looking down low off glass, or it'll be a block but a foul with the body. Drew Canings will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul goes on Cuba City, number 3, Hudson Kieler. That's his first team foul, number 2. Drew Canings at the line to shoot 2. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. First free throw is good. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld, Nate Stocco, PAC, provides exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Second free throw is on its way for Canings, and that is good. 33-29 in favor of the Galena Pirates. And Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. The full court press is broken, but a traveling violation is going to be called on Landon Geyer as he started moving before putting the ball on the floor. It's a turnover by the Cuba City Cubans. Century 21 affiliated in basketball, see Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all of your real estate needs. Century 21 in basketball. Anytime Roofing, WI.com. See how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project. Under 14 minutes of play in the second half, 33-29 in favor of the Galena Pirates. And off will go to Sam Amaya. Amaya thought about the pro range 3. Instead, he'll drive baseline, gets an opening up with a shot. No, off front iron, but a foul is going to be called on Cuba City. That goes on Landon Geyer. That is his first personal team foul, number 3 of the second half. Of the line to shoot 2 is Sam Amaya. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory, Platteville. First free throw by Amaya is no good. West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Amaya's second free throw is good. He has 11, and the lead is back to 5 for Galena, 34-29 here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. Into the front court, it's Landon Geyer getting it over to Collins. He dials up from distance off front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Kieler. Kieler goes baseline up with a tough shot, no good. Own rebound again with the left hand, no. Rebound still tipped around, and it will be picked up by who wants it? It will be the Cubans coming out of there with it. Fadeaway jumper is good from 8 feet by Carson Collins. 34-31, Cuba City within 3. That might be a tri-court turning point. I have to mark that at the 13:08 mark with that offensive rebound. Dribble drive into the lane, no good by Drew Canings, but another foul going to be called on the Cubans, and 2 free throws coming up for the Pirates. Canings. Foul goes on Cameron Guler. That is his first personal team foul, number 4 of the second half. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powers our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. First free throw by Canings is no good. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair insulation, or refinishing needs, see Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Benton. And Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Second free throw by Drew Canings is good. 35-31 Pirates. Under 13 minutes of play until the Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Landon Geyer will get it over to Jonas Teasdale. Left wing, it's Kieler. Kieler thinking about the 3. They clear out for him. It's a one-on-one. Him versus Hafel, as it will be Kieler kicking it back out. 3 ball up, back iron by Carson Collins, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Scrapping after it is Cameron Guler. Look at him for our scrapper of the game by West End Salvage. A 3 ball is up and good by Jeb Weenan. Finally gets one of those 3s to go and is now 38-31 in favor of the Galena Pirates. Carson Collins into the front court. He will go over to Cameron Guler. Guler drives, off balance jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Drew Canings. Hafel into the front court for the Pirates. He goes coast to coast with a layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Collins. Hafel was looking for a contact foul. He did not get it called. Carson Collins into the front court will go to Kieler. Back top of the wheel to Geyer. Geyer with the left-hand dribble back out to Collins. Collins on the left wing. He'll take a couple of dribbles to the top of the wheel. Now goes right side. Thought about the three was Hudson Kieler. Now right side to Collins. Collins, spin move on Amaya off. Glass is good. Carson Collins with 16. 38-33. The Pirates leading the Cubans with 11:30 to play till the end of the second half. Now this game kind of feels like, 36 minutes isn't enough. That layup is good. Drew Canings with the basket. 40-33. Pirates lead is 7. 11:15 to play, second half. Collins, front court. That's Carson on the left wing. Now to the right wing pass. Now dribbling around is Guler. Guler looking for a screen. Instead, he'll switch off, crossover dribble. Now passing to Kieler. Kieler, left wing. He'll dial it from distance. Front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Drew Canings. Pirates into the front court. Owen Hafel with the dribble. Now Amaya goes all the way to the rack and good. Sam Amaya, and timeout is going to be called by Galena. We'll take one as well. 42-33 Galena on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
In Game 6.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
As the official mascot of Country Hearth Breads and literally made of dough, Lofi would like to put a little more jingle in your holiday this season by giving you a chance to win some dough yourself. Visit countryhearthbreads.com/sweeps and enter today for your chance to win $500 or $1,000. Winners will each receive a check that can be used for travel, gifts, or even Lofi's personal choice, lots and lots of bread and buns for all your holiday celebrations. So get your buns over to countryhearthbreads.com/sweeps and enter today. Good luck.
In Game 6.
From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm John Satterley on Dubuque Super Hits 106. Thank you for joining us here for high school boys basketball, whether you're listening to Dubuque Super Hits 106 or our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, live and archive coverage powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical in Laley Center, Monroe. Cuba City with the basketball after the Galena timeout. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. Thought about the three was Van Natta. He will pass over to Landon Leffelholtz, who checked in the game after the timeout. Picks up his dribble, now goes to Landon Geyer. Geyer with the basketball. He will dribble it up around top of the key. Swing over left side to Van Natta. Van Natta clear out. He steps back with the three from the wing. That's good! Trevor Van Natta, his second three ball of the second half. Pulls Cuba City within 6, 42-36. Pirates with the lead. Weenan, swing pass to the right side, now looking down low, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Galena. That's on Drew Canings. So Drew Canings, that is his first personal. That's only the second team foul of the second half. Cuba City trying to break the Galena full court press, which has definitely put a little bit of a damper on, I won't say the game, but what Cuba City's been able to do, at least trying to get into the flow of an offense. Landon Geyer with the basketball. He'll dribble it back out toward the midcourt. Crossover, ball goes off somebody's foot. He'll recover it. Almost a dribble. Galena wanted a traveling call. Now it's Van Natta with the basketball. He'll drive into the lane. Fadeaway jumper from the elbow. No good. Coming in is Leffelholtz with a rebound. Had a couple of guys in the crowd saying put it back, but I think how fast he was leaving, he had to pretty much do what he did. Top of the wheel, swing right side to Van Natta. Van Natta has it. He'll dribble, drive into the lane. Stop, pop from 8 is good. Trevor Van Natta pulls the Cubans within 4 at the midway point of the second half. Top of the wheel. That is Owen Hafel. He'll dribble to the left side. Hafel gets a screen. Screen and roll. Good job by Cuba City to not allow it. Now right side, ball knocked away from Weenan. And Weenan, whoa. It's an over and back violation. No, it's not an over and back violation. So yeah, the official said it was over and back. He saw the 10-foot line for volleyball and thought it was over and back. So that, again, it's easy enough to have happen. You have the officials, maybe their first game. No different than this is my first basketball game of the season, and still a few bugs to be worked out. And there's a layup down low, no good by Kadings, but he will get 2 free throws as a foul will go on Cuba City's Jonas Teasdale, his second personal, team foul number 5. Sloan Implement is your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian or Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Free throw by Kadings is good. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations. Visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC, and Gary's Pest Control of Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control, saluting our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Second free throw, no good. Rebound is an offensive one by Amaya. Putback is rejected. Rebound comes down to the Cubans. Wrestling it away is Michael Nicely. 43-38. The Cubans trail by 5. 8:25 to play in the second half. Landon Geyer into the front court. Will hand it over left side. That's to Van Natta. Now at the high post is Fuhrer. We'll give it to Van Natta. He'll drive up off glass. That's good. Trevor Van Natta with 10 in the second half. 15 for the game, and he pulls the Cubans within 3. 43-40. Now drive. Amaya to the rack is good. Sam Amaya. He has 15. 45-40. The Pirates reclaim a 5-point advantage. Under 8 to play in this contest. Handoff, drive in the lane, floater, no, rebound, putback is good. Landon Leffelholtz, right place, right time for the 6-foot junior. 45-42, Galena's lead is 3. Baseline, 3 ball is up, money! Jeb Ween in second 3 of the half. 48-42, the Pirates up by 2 possessions. In the backcourt against the full court press, Landon Geyer. He will get it across the timeline. Now we'll go over to Trevor Van Natta. Van Natta has it, dribble drive, he'll pass it to Leffelholtz on the high post. Leffelholtz will back it up, he tries to go one-on-one, dribble drive into the lane, he gets stuck, he's gonna have to get out of there before a 3-second call, and he will pass it out to Van Natta near midcourt. 7 minutes to play, second half, 49-42. Here's the 3 ball is up, and that's off front iron, no. Offensive rebound, ripped away by the Pirates. That's Owen Hafel ripping it away. Now Drew Kadings to the rack, no, but he'll get 2 more free throws. His 7th and 8th of the half. Foul goes on Landon Leffelholtz, that is his first. Team foul number 6. At the line is Drew Kadings. Coming up, MVP presented by Herms & Days Hardware and Home Center. Tri-Core Turning Point Scrapper of the Game. Presented to you by West End Salvage. Free throw by Kadings is good. Nice game brought to you in part by Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City at coleacresgolfandgrill.com. And by Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, appliedmicro.biz. Free throw is up, and that rattles around and does go home for Drew Kadings. JCE Co-op believes it's your time to shine. Spark your future with scholarships and life-changing opportunities designed just for you. Let's get energized and take the next step. Visit jcecoop.com for all the details. 50-42 is your score in favor of the Galena Pirates. Cuba City on offense. Long jumper wide left by Cameron Guler. Offensive rebound comes down to the Cubans. 6:25 to play, second half. 50-42 on the shoebox scoreboard. Dribble drive, step back, 3 is up, and back iron no good. Rebound gets ripped away by Leffelholtz. He will get knocked away, and he'll remain Cuba City basketball. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena is where you'll find local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Cuba City to inbound, and we'll get it in to Carson Collins. Clearing out the middle for Collins, he'll pass it over right side. That's to Cameron Guler. Guler, step back long, 2 is on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Jack Vincent. He's wearing number 24. In the program, he has number 12. 3-ball. Amaya is good. Sam Amaya dialing up from distance. He has 18. The lead is back to 11. 53-42 in the lane. Back iron, no good by Carson Collins. Rebound comes down to the Pirates. Into the front court, right side. That's Hafel down low to Vincent, and a foul called. 1-and-1 bonus coming up for the Galena Pirates. Foul goes on Cameron Guler. That is his second, team foul number 7. And 1-and-1 bonus upcoming. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offers subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And McNutt Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need. Agricultural, commercial, and residential. Chip and his group, McNutt Electric, are on call, ready to help you. McNutt Electric of Belmont. Free throw by Vincent. At the front end, the 1-and-1 bonus is no good. Rebound comes down to Cuba City. The Cubans on offense, trailing by 11, 5:25 to play in regulation. Jumper up just beyond the free throw line is no good. Rebound comes down to the Pirates. Pirates into the front court. On the right side, that's Mason Smith. He gets down low. Triple team, kick back out. Right side, Jack Vincent into the lane. He gets the ball knocked away, kicking it back out to Drew Koenings. Koenings has it, couple of left-hand dribbles, picked up his dribble, now bounce pass over to Mason Smith. Smith has it, will go to Sam Amaya. Amaya kicking it back left side, 3-ball launch, jab, Weenan, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cubans, and a foul's going to be called on Jack Vincent. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Pirates. That will be his first personal. I missed a foul on Galena in the first half, and I'm still trying to figure out where it's at. Sometimes you go, wait a minute, did I get that one? No, I did not. I was on Sam Amaya. That's where the foul was in that first half. And now we have an offensive foul on Cuba City. Trevor Van Nana with an offensive foul. That is his second. No true foul trouble for either team, as the most on either team is 2 personals. Just Cuba City has 5 players with 2 personals. But down to 4:40 to play in the second half. Up by 11 are the Galena Pirates. Kick right side. Thought about the 3 with Smith. He'll drive on the baseline. Gets to the hoop. Up with a scoop. Layup is good. Mason Smith with 8. The lead, 55-42. The largest of the contest for Galena. Cuba City going to have to go down by 13. It's going to be Carson Collins to the right elbow. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. He'll underhand scoop to Van Nana. Van Nana will drive now in the lane. He's cut off. 3-ball left wing. That's off front iron. No. Rebound tipped around. Amaya will save it with behind the back pass. Start looking at our Hermson's Ace Hardware MVPs, and he's definitely got to be one of them. Amaya, he is in the lane, spin move, fakes the pass, up with a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Carson Collins. Into the front court, it's Kieler. Kieler, stutter step, spin move, in the lane, up with a shot, it's no good, it rolls off the rim. Drew Koenings with the rebound, and now Carson Collins knocks it out of bounds. He lands in the Galena bench area, and it will be Galena basketball. Community First Bank, for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. With the basketball is Owen Hafel. He's at the top of the wheel. 3:30 to play in this contest. 55-42. Galena has started pulling away from the Cuba City Cubans here over the last few minutes of play. Right side, Roman Romer with the basketball. He will dribble to the free throw line, lose the handle, and it's going to be Trevor Van Nana kicking it out to Carson Collins. Layup is good. Carson Collins gets a layup, and timeout called by Cuba City. Will take one as well. 55-44 in favor of the Pirates on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
In Game 7.
Ho, 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 ho. Auto Value has once again teamed up with Toys for Tots to help deliver hope to less fortunate children this Christmas. Now through December 15th, you can drop off a new unwrapped toy or cash donation at any participating Auto Value parts store. Your toy or cash donation will not only help Santa, but also allow one more child to experience the magic of Christmas. On behalf of everyone at Auto Value and the North Pole, we thank you. Ho, ho, ho.
Happy holidays. This is Sue Rydell from the Bell Tower Theater inviting you to our glorious new comedy. Tired of performing A Christmas Carol year after year? 3 actors decide instead to perform every Christmas story ever told, plus traditions from around the world and every carol ever sung. Don't miss Every Christmas Story Ever Told, and then some, December 5th to the 21st. Tickets are just $26. Call 588-3377 or visit belltowertheater.net. Sponsored by Green State Credit Union.
In Game 7.
Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations, Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. 55-44, Galena with the lead and the basketball. Cuba City now puts on a full court press. Breaking it with relative ease are the Pirates. Cross court, now going to a trapping defense. As Galena trying to help Coach Matt Wienen get his first win in Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium as their layup and good by Sam Amaya. He has 20. The lead back to 13, 57-44, 2:47 to play in this second half. Cuba City needs to go. They are down 5 possessions. Right side, dribble drive by Hudson Kieler. Over to Carson Collins. Collins, crossover dribble. Up with a shot, left elbow, back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Drew Canings. 2:20 to play, second half, 57-44. The Pirates. Left side, Owen Hayful. He'll dribble it around, picks up his dribble. Now we'll go to Sam Amaya. Amaya will go to Roman Romer. Romer has the basketball, top of the wheel, Drew Canings. He'll drive to the rack, up with the layup, no good, just offside rim. Rebound comes down to Trayton Fuhrer. Fuhrer into the front court is Carson Collins. Kick over, 3-ball. Carson Guler is no good, but an offensive foul is going to be called on Cuba City, and that goes on who? That goes on Carson Collins. That is his third. Cole Akers Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAkersGolfandGrill.com and WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler, WCC-Brands.com. Full court press on by Cuba City under 2 minutes of play in this one. 57-44 in favor of the Pirates. Had an open 3 instead of doing that, kicking the ball around. Galena just content with sucking clock. And there's a layup by Amaya off front rim, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Is kicked out of bounds. It'll remain Galena basketball. Breckler Insurance Group. For all of your insurance needs, see Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster. With the basketball, Amaya will drive to the basket. He picks up the dribble and kicks it back out. 1:28 to play in the second half. 13-point Pirate lead. And Coach Matt Wienen had talked about he had not picked up a win in Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium in his tenure with Galena. There's a layup, no good, partially blocked, knocked out of bounds. Cuba City basketball. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. And by Russell Law Office, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Shot up in the lane, no good by Cameron Guler. Rebound comes down to Sam Amaya with under 1 minute to play in the second half, and a traveling violation is called. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services, southwesthealth.org. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld, Nate Stocco, PAC, provides exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. And by Laley Center, Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center, Monroe. As Galena has cleared the bench, and they have all of their subs in with 50 seconds to go. There will be a steal by Carson Collins. He will go up with a layup and good. Carson Collins now with 20 on the game for him. It's 57-46 in the game. Baker Conley, also Peter Wagner. Roman Romer, he's still in there. Actually, no, he is not. We're trying to get everybody in as we see, up with a layup, and that is good. Bryson Sincock gets in the game, and he gets a bucket, 59-46. and matching the largest lead of the contest for Galena, what may be the final score. As Landon Lepfelholtz has it, now goes to Landon Geyer. He will take a tough shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Peter Wagner. Also in the game is Brant Romer as we get to the final score, 59-46. The Galena Pirates move to 3-1. The Cuba City Cubans fall to 0-1. Once again, your final score, the Galena Pirates 59, Cuba City Cubans 46. We have the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones postgame show coming your way in just a few moments on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
In Game 8.
Here at Super Hits 106, we love giving you a great mix of music, entertainment, and of course, prizes. If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests...
All right, listen up. Before we go any further, I'm going to lay down a few rules. Number one...
Contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years or older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply.
Number two...
You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest.
Number three...
Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary.
Number four...
All entries, completed or blank, any and all material pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices. 51 Means Drive in Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. Signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prize and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at superhits106.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices. Keep listening for your next chance to win.
I said, am I the winner? My God, I can't believe it.
I love you guys.
In Game 8. In Game 9.
Go, go, go. Keep mom and dad engaged and connected for the holidays. It's the Telegraph Herald Go-Go. Give one, get one subscription offer. Give a new, extended, or upgraded TH subscription. Get a matching online subscription for yourself. Give a TH subscription and get another one free. Mom doesn't need another knick-knack, and dad's all good on ties. Call 563-588-5620 for a Go-Go Telegraph Herald gift subscription. Go, go, go. The Telegraph Herald, connecting our community.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number one. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 9.
59-46, Galena defeats Cuba City at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, handing Coach Matt Weenan of the Galena Pirates his first victory as a head coach here in Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium. We still have your postgame show coming up in just a few moments on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
In Game 10.
I'm here with Kyle Wiskus from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Kyle, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery even while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
In Game 10.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The Galena Pirates moved to 3-1 with their victory over the Cuba City Cubans, 59-46. Stats, most valuable player, scrapper of the game, and your tri-court turning point is coming your way in just a few moments on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
Postgame 1 minute.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
A fraction of a
Good seeing
raindrop, 3 grams of salt, at up to 100 times more potent than morphine. The tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose.
Not too bad about yourself, Brady.
Fentanyl can be mixed into heroin, cocaine, pressed pills, meth, and other drugs. It could be in your drugs, and you wouldn't be able to see it, taste it, or smell it. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Hey, Brady.
Hello, my name is Andrea Delzell, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old. If I had one message for the general public, it would be relax. Some folks get really flustered around disabled people, so they just pretend we're not there. I've actually had waiters talk to my companion and completely ignore me. People with disabilities just want the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
This is a message from United Spinal Association. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX FM, Sageville, Dubuque, Galena, Platteville, Queen Bee radio station. From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm John Satterley with your post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. We're going to be naming your most valuable player, presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center, Bloomington. Our Tricor Turning Points, presented by Tricor Insurance, and our Scrapper of the Game, presented to you by West End Salvage of Lancaster. First, let's get to your final stats here for this evening's contest. First, for the Cuba City Cubans, losing their first game of the season. Again, this is the first game of the season, dropping to 0-1. Carson Collins, he led scoring for the Cubans and actually tied for being top scorer with 20 points apiece. 15 for Trevor Van Natta. Landon Geyer was 7, 2 apiece for Cameron Guler and Landon Leffelholtz. And as we're starting to talk about our MVPs and we're starting to talk about our scrapper of the game, we're actually going to be joined by them right now. First up, and again, not the jerseys on, but I'm guessing Drew Canings. Am I saying it correctly, Drew?
Koenigs.
Koenigs, okay, just like Bronson Koenig that played for the Badgers, right?
Yeah.
Except just put an S at the end of it. Well, your game definitely had a little plural to it as well, 19 points in this one. Tell us a little bit about how physical it was down low, both on defense and on offense.
It was physical. I felt like I needed to seal early and quick and use having Owen move the ball quick and me be able to take advantage of the defensive angles and go up strong. I knew I didn't have time because they were always scrappy.
Do you feel that having those 3 games under your belt early, last week, really took you to another level here tonight where Cuba City had not faced in-game play yet?
Yeah, I think it definitely helped. I think it takes the edge off of us for sure. They probably dealt with some nervousness, maybe first game jitters, but I didn't feel anything different. No.
I was saying you would know that because you just had your first game jitters against Warren, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, now it's a game. We're trying to get into the flow. That's always seems to be the most difficult thing of getting into it, not finding your shot. And then your free throws here this evening. I tell you, you were going to the line. Tell us about going up strong and what you found in that second half that you were able to accomplish that getting to the line so many times.
I just knew I had to attack. I knew that I usually don't get many open looks. I have to kind of almost create them, and so that's just going through contact, playing strong, finishing through people, and then that leads to going to the line.
And you were 7 of 9 this evening by my accounts. Is that pretty good for you, or is that a little bit lower than you'd like to be?
To be honest, that's pretty good. But,
okay.
But yeah, I'd like to be better.
Well, of course. I mean, unless you're 100%, there's always room for improvement, right?
Yes.
So how do you like this team, the makeup of it through the first 4 games of thinking, Pirate basketball can make it pretty far as the season goes on, and then we're already talking February and March. Let's talk playoffs. Not much, but how do you like this team and the way it is gelling together through 4 games?
I really like it. I think we can. I think we know each other very well. We got a group of 5 seniors we've played through like 3rd grade. I think we really know each other well. We know what shots are our strengths and what's our weaknesses, and I think we know how to help each other and play off each other well. So I think I don't know the limit of this team yet.
I would agree. Well, co-MVPs here tonight. Drew Koenig's joining us here. Congratulations on a great win tonight. Helping Coach get his first win as a head coach in Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium, which I know means a lot to him. And good luck the rest of the way. I know we'll probably see you down the line.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Drew Koenig's joining us here, one of our Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center and Herms's Ace Hardware Bloomington and Platteville most valuable players. Here's our other most valuable player. He was tied for high scorer. I don't know, a couple of times I started going nuts with this guy playing. Sam Amaya joined us. Sam, what a game. Yeah. Tell me how this one felt for you. Both first half and second half. Your balanced scoring. But you had 12 points to lead all scorers in the second half. But it seemed like as you went, the team went. Is that kind of how you feel when you're on the court?
Yeah, I think when I'm on the court, I think we correlate very well because I'm more of a driver, and a lot of my teammates are more of shooting. So when I'm in, I'm able to drive and kick right away. So if I don't get it, no matter what, my teammates will. That's how.
So if you go by your size, you're kind of like a Scottie Pippen, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of like that. You're kind of like that point forward that you can shoot, you can do everything, but you can really facilitate by drawing the defense, kick out, to your guys. Especially you start seeing Jeb Weenan get a couple of long balls down. How does that make you feel when you start getting that drive? Okay, you got a couple of layups. We got to look at you, and then I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Now here's a 3.
Yep. I like doing that, especially with my shooters, Jeb Weenan, Owen Hafel, and Mason. I think they're a very big part of the team in shooting, and I think over the time they will become better shooters later to come.
And you know what? It's early into the season, 4 games into a 31-game season. So it's very early on. But what have you learned about your team through 4 games that maybe you didn't know about yourself the first day of practice?
I think that we're really good right now. As coaches say, over time, as we pick up the little things and little mistakes, we'll become for sure elite later on. And I think later on they are correct. We will become elite pretty soon. So as long as we pick up the little things.
And of course, you're playing against Cuba City. That's always been known to be a great team. Yep. You play in the NUIC, which you're surrounded by great teams. Yep. Week in and week out. So this is just another test in the. As Coach said in our pregame show, was the 31-game trial to see where you're at to get to that run downstate. But Sam, congratulations on a great game.
Thank you.
Shooting for 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Not many times on the line, but again, your assist ability really did everything more. And I tell you, impressive to watch. I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is Sam Amaya, one of our most valuable players of this evening. Here, and our most valuable players presented to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. And now we're being joined by head coach of the Galena Pirates, Matt Wienen. And Coach, congratulations on getting win number 1 of your tenure in Galena here at Jerry Pettigrew Gymnasium.
Oh, thank you. This one means a lot, more than anything I can say, just because of that guy right up there. Mm-hmm. He means more to me, and just to get it here tonight after his passing here in July is everything. And our guys played that way. They played for him tonight. Absolutely. I'm going to ask for your help now since you've got more stats in front of you. We need to name a scrapper of the game. You know, it's a player who's hustling and scrapping has stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste. It's presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. Who would you say was your scrapper of the game here this evening for the Galena Pirates? I'm going to say he didn't score much, but he had 8 assists. Okay. And his defense was pretty good. Owen Hafel. Yep. That's kind of where I was leaning myself. But there again, sometimes you just got to ask the coach, you know, when you can't see everything, you know, what did you see? And what did you see with your team? And you were up, you know, double digits in the first half. Then Cuba City got to it in 1 possession, and then it just kind of fluttered there. Then all of a sudden, just a couple of plays, it was a tri-court turning point to have a double-digit win, where the largest lead you had of the game was the final score. Yeah, and it comes down to the taking care of the ball. We know we can play really good defense. Sometimes we get a little crazy with our press and our trapping and stuff. We just want to speed teams up. But on the offensive end, we get careless with the ball. That's something we got to work on as a team. Yeah, one player tonight that played unbelievable was Drew Caney. This was his best game. He had 19 points. Yeah. And I just looked here. He had 18 rebounds. 18. I knew he got a lot of rebounds, but 18, oh, man. Yeah, 18 rebounds is amazing. Jab off the bench. Had those 2 big threes. Yeah, 2 big threes. He's a freshman. He's going to get better every day. But Roman didn't score anything, but he is our defender. He's our lights-out defender. And then Mason. And we bring Jack Vincent in off the bench, and he's just a lightning rod. We just want him to sprint right down the middle of the floor every time, and he brought that tonight. Yeah, it was a good team win, but like I said earlier, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And we're just looking one game at a time, get better. This is a very good team, Cuba City is. They can shoot the ball. A couple of those step-back threes, I'm like, wow, that's NBA stuff right there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely impressive to watch. And I tell you what, you know, your team is impressive to watch as well. I mean, it was one of those, you can tell it's early season. You know, you're playing another team. You know, Cuba City got hot. Your team, you know, the Pirates got a little cool. But then you heat it up right when you needed to when it was, you know, 1-2 possession game in the 40s. Like, okay, we're about midway through. And then all of a sudden, bam, you guys put the hammer down. And it seemed like as the way Sam Amaya went, your team went. Is that kind of the design of this team with the way it's constructed? Or does it just kind of happen that way because of personalities and talent the cream starts rising to the top? Yeah, Sam is one of those guys we know is a mismatch every night. Yeah. Him and Drew usually has to take the biggest guy guards him, but Sam had a great game tonight. There was a couple he left short. He probably could have had 30 if he would have made a couple of those shots. But yeah, it got tight there, and that's what you want to see early on in the season. You want to see how your team reacts. You don't want to bail them out with a timeout, and our guys responded on the defensive end. And Cuba hit a bunch of shots tonight, a lot of contested shots. They are physical. They're a strong team. They're going to be a handle for anybody in their conference this year. Absolutely. But, yeah, great team win. Just want to see how they respond in this atmosphere. This is besides playing at the Turkey Tournament, we've played in Scales Mountain a bunch. We just play in this gym once every 2 years, which is great. But it's always good to play in here and win in this gym. Coach, I appreciate the time. I know you got a little bit of a travel, not a long travel back to Cuba City, from Cuba City to Galena, but we'll look forward to seeing your team again. This is definitely a fun one to watch, and we'll definitely look forward to keeping an eyeball on these Pirates. 3-1 right now. It's a great way to start your season. Thank you, and go Pirates. Thank you very much. As head coach, Matt Wienen joining us here in our post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. We'll have more of your final stats, and we'll wrap everything up from Cuba City High School with your final score, 59-46. Galena over Cuba City on Dubuque Super Hits 106.
Postgame 1 minute.
You want to give your baby everything, so start with a safe sleep area. Babies younger than 1 should always be placed to sleep on their backs on a firm and flat surface like a safety-approved crib. And keep blankets, pillows, and other soft or loose items out of the crib when the baby is in it. Learn more about safe sleep for babies at safetoSleep.nichd.nih.gov. Sponsored by the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's.
The Parkinson's Foundation knows that the disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them.
If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers.
We can help you understand the disease
and give you tips for living a better life.
Find your answers at parkinson.org or call 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Over 2.8 million Americans have served in our military since 9/11. Many have returned home with devastating injuries and few resources for them and their families. This is news correspondent Bob Woodruff. I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq in 2006. The military had my back that day, and they have each other's while serving. It's time we had theirs. Please join us as part of the Got Your Six initiative. To learn more, go to gotyoursix.org using the number 6.
Postgame 1 minute.
Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. It is our post-game show presented to you by Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones. Our Tricor Turning Point presented to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. It was pretty much a 2-possession game, even down to a 1-possession game, all the way until about the 6-minute mark of the second half. I made a couple of comments saying I don't know if 36 minutes is going to be enough to decide this one, but then a run by the Galena Pirates led by Sam Amaya just really put this one away, especially one of his three-pointers. His only three-pointer of the game, but it came at a clutch time and really helped the Galena Pirates pull away on this one with a final score of 59-46. That's your Tricor Insurance, Tricor Turning Point. Let's go once again with your final stats. We start going through them just a little bit as we had our players of the game come up here and talk with us. Let's go again with Cuba City. Carson Collins with 20 points. Trevor Van Natta with 15. Landon Geyer with 7, and he was instrumental. He's definitely one of those, a scrapper of the game capable player with West End Salvage. He had 7 points at a key moment in the first half to help Cuba City get within 1 possession at halftime, because at that point Carson Collins had done all the scoring. Landon Leffelholtz had 2, and Cameron Guler also added 2 in for the Cubans. From the free throw line this evening, Trevor Van Natta was 3 of 4, and those were the only free throws that Cuba City shot this evening, so 75%. They did not get to the line in the second half. Galena Pirates here this evening, again, 20 for Sam Amaya, 19 for Drew Canings, 8 for Mason Smith, 6 for Jeb Weenan, 2 apiece for Owen Hafel, Bryson Sincock, and Roman Romer. Free throw shooting this evening, 17 free throws for the Galena Pirates, 12 of 17 from the free throw line. Once again, your final score, 59-46. Thank you for joining us here tonight for high school boys basketball from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports is presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archived coverage is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. On the shoebox scoreboard, out of town on 97.7 Country WGLR in girls basketball, Belmont defeated Shullsburg this evening 50-45. In boys basketball, North Crawford came from behind to defeat River Ridge 72-61. Also in girls basketball this evening, Highland defeated Potosi Cassville 62-39. Of course, we'll have more scores tomorrow morning on 97.7 Country WGLR, and of course right here in Dubuque Super Hits 106 with our news. So just make sure you tune in for that. Upcoming games on the Queen Bee Radio Sports family of stations coming up Thursday evening, I will be on Extreme 107.1 with Belmont at Benton for boys basketball, with pregame show starting around 7 o'clock and tip-off around 7:15. And then I will have Cuba City at Darlington girls basketball coming up on Friday evening right here on Dubuque Super Hits 106. So the next game here on Dubuque Super Hits 106 will be Cuba City at Darlington girls basketball Friday evening. Friday evening also will feature all girls basketball, Platteville at Dodgeville, Fenimore at Mineral Point, and Boscobel at Iowa Grant. Let's say thank you to Carey Lawson, the athletic director for Cuba City School District. Also, Aaron Olson joining us at halftime, the superintendent of the Cuba City School District. Thank you to both head coaches for joining us in the pregame show and postgame as well. Tanner Sheevy of the Cuba City Cubans and Matt Weenan of the Galena Pirates. Our most valuable players for joining us, Sam Amaya and Drew Koenings. Great to be able to get a chance to talk with those young men. And thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for listening. Once again, your final score, Galena 59, Cuba City 46. Galena improves to 3-1, where Cuba City falls to 0-1. The preceding has been a presentation of Queen Bee Radio Sports. From the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm John Satterley on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Have a great evening, everyone, and thank you for listening.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
2 hours.
This is Dubuque's Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, a Queen Bee radio station. On air at 106.1 and online at superhits106.com. The Tri-State's home for your holiday favorites.
Dubuque's Super Hits 106.